Alright, everybody. So, our beloved last year update is finally here. Update 1.017. So, gonna cover everything with this update that has come out. So, everything from the tutorial to the patch, the balance changes, and all of that. So, the biggest thing for the game that I think in this patch is the tutorial. So it's gonna be for the fiends and the classmates, obviously. Both sides will have 4 segments that teach you the basics of the game. I've already played the classmates side of the tutorial. I think it's pretty good. It even had me a little scared because the slasher breathing down your neck while chasing you is horrifying. So, anyway, next up we've got the improved matchmaking. This is gonna add the pings of the players in the lobby, so now you'll know if someone's got a bad connection or if it's you that has the bad connection, I assume. And it's going to also take in order. It's gonna match you by ping, and then your rank, and then how old the lobby is. So this will really cut down on getting really bad laggy games. So it'll take into consideration the ping first. That way you'll always have the best stable connection you could possibly get in the game, and then the rank. That way you'll always have a fair game, or what the game deems will be a fair game for you. And then the last part is to make sure that the people waiting the longest will get their games first. So, you know, I've had times where I'd be playing killer and it would say that I'm in position 1 to get a game, and then it would jump me back up to like 3 or 4. There was one time it even jumped me back all the way to 30, and I was like, what? So, no more of that, hopefully, anyway. And then they've added the brand new cosmetics, as well as premium emotes. So I haven't checked them out yet, but I'll more than likely play this audio over me looking at what they are. So we've got what they're calling freeze frames for the classmates and the photo bombs for the fiends. Can't wait to see those. So then these can also be unlocked with the Mystic Ore, which is the premium currency they added in the game due to us fans asking for them to add a way for us to help them make more money, essentially, so that we can ensure that the game stays like up and live for us to play, because it's a fun game, just lacking the players. And so now also the purchasable currency known as the Mystic Ore is given out for free. I noticed when I logged in, it does have like the daily things you can do for the currency now, and more on that in a bit. So they've also added 4 new sets of collectible skins. We've got the camping skins for everyone. We've also got the hero and the village skins and the frost skins as well that I covered in the last video, and the golden themed skins for the classmate weapons. I thought those would be for the classmates as well, but it's just for the weapons. So, moving forward from that, we've also got the brand new Arcanums. So, I thought there was gonna be the Arcanum that had both Survivor, well, classmates and fiends stuff on it, but they actually separated them, so they have their own. So the fiends now have their own spells, challenges, and stash rewards, and they've also put on the mystic ores onto the Arcanum as well, and those are going to be free, as well as the exclusive skin rewards. I don't know why they called them exclusive. I guess because you can only get them on that, but they are a part of the sets, like the frost themes and stuff. And so they've also changed how spells work in general. So now, instead of buying multiple of a spell that you like, once you buy the spell, you'll have it indefinitely. So you can just equip it, and that's it. So they've removed buying spells with tokens, which I think is pretty cool. I didn't notice when I logged in, but I didn't do too much. I started working on this video here. And then we've got a reward. So they've changed it now to have individual performance determine the amount of stash cards you get. And this part confuses me a little bit, but it says for the classmates, you'll get... Okay, so it determines the amount you get based on how well you perform. So, as a classmate, if you're doing objectives, you're saving people, you're killing the fiend, you'll get a higher amount of stash cards. as well as for the Fiend, killing survivors, catching them in traps, getting them in the ambushes, and stopping them from escaping. You'll get more rewards. So the way it says it works is your performance will act as a multiplier on the base amount of the cards you get. So 0 to 2 escapes or kills will award you an extra 10% of cards, and then 3 to 4% being 25% extra cards, and then 5 escapes or 5 kills, which means you've gotten everybody out or you've killed everyone, you'll get 50% bonus at the end. So they implemented this as a way to make sure everyone can kind of know what they're going to get at the end and there's no more mystery involved with it. So, next up, we got Fiend utility abilities. I actually have not seen any of these yet, nor checked them out, so I don't know what they are myself. But they now have distinct utility abilities. And none of these will do any damage, but they allow you to engage or disengage with the survivors. I keep calling them survivors, this isn't Dead by Daylight. With the classmates. And none of them do damage, which is good. I remember when they first brought it up, the first thing I could think of was the Strangler just Tarzaning his way in with the with the chain. Like he'll throw it at the ceiling and then swing on in there and just start slapping people around. It's the funniest thing to me. But it'd be great if that was what it was, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'll find out soon enough. And then we've got the daily trials, which you will receive every 24 hours that you log into the game, and it'll reward you a small amount of currency to help towards the cosmetic goals you may have. So some of them, they say some are easier, some of them are gonna take you a couple of games, but they are called challenges, so that is to be expected. So that is basically it for everything that is considered a feature. Now, everything bug related or just a change that they've done. We've got all of the levels now start with the classmates locked in their opening room until the Fiend spawns. So before this patch, you would spawn in as survivors and you were basically free to move around and roam and go do objectives and whatnot. And the Fiend wouldn't even be spawned in. And it took me a while playing to notice until there was the one game and consistently after, once people started learning to play, where I'd spawn out and go to where they spawn and they're already like at the objective, getting it, coming back, and I'm like, that's crazy, they spawned before I do. And I blamed it on the long animation, but they've changed that, so that's pretty nice. They actually started testing it with the new Sawmill map, which I think was great. So next thing is that classmates no longer have collision with one another, and this is probably going to be the best thing in here for classmates because I cannot explain how agonizingly painful it was to be trying to run from the Fiend and someone's kind of body blocking you and you get downed and you're just like, that wouldn't have happened if they're not there. It's incredibly annoying. But that won't be a thing anymore. And the Fiends will no longer have collisions with the cryptids. I actually never noticed that one until they put it in this patch as an upcoming change. That's when I noticed that I was colliding with the little tiny spiders and they were getting in my way. And I thought that was kind of crazy. So it says here they've also adjusted all the speed values to compensate for the above changes. Not too sure what that means, but we'll find out. They've increased the maximum scrap amount to 40, so it used to be 30. So that you couldn't just stack up on scrap for too long, because the highest thing you could build would be like 20 scrap, but you've only got 30, so you can't build too much with just that. They've also added flashlights to all the levels as items that can be picked up, because this game does get dark in some areas and it's really hard to see, but that's going to be a pretty good game changer. The slasher was given 2 more ambushes in the Sawmill map, so that's cool. Classmates are now... So, this is also a really good change for people that were really frustrated with body blocking Fiends. So the classmates have now been made invulnerable when they respawn from the rescue rooms, so long as you don't perform any actions like attacking. So when you spawn in, you can freely leave that room. It doesn't say how long it is, but so long as you don't attack, you'll get out of the room for free. So no more body blocking. That won't be a problem for anyone anymore. And the slasher's cleave ability now knocks classmates away. So I guess that's meant to be a slight nerf to him, so that he can't get an extra free hit on you. So that's okay. That's cool. Then we got the spider venom now destroying turrets, which is cool. I don't get why it would, but I guess since it's acid, it's gonna burn through everything on it, so that makes sense. The controller layout for Fiends has been improved, so both trigger buttons now push or throw the classmates when they are grabbed by the Strangler and the Giant, and the quick execution button for Strangler is now mapped to X. So I'm not a controller user, so this has no effect on me, but that's great for anyone that does. And the classmates' helmet now has a health bar displayed for the Fiend, similar to the Fiend's shield health bar. So to anyone that plays a lot of Assault, the Fiends will now see your helmet's health bar. So that's pretty nice. I think it only has about 50 health anyway. 2 hits typically gets rid of it. Now, they increased the Fiend's basic attack by a little bit. I'm not too sure why, but that's an interesting change. We'll see what happens. I don't think Fiends will become OP from it, but it's a good change. Spider now has a walk and a sprint speed, which not too sure how I feel about that one. They originally, she didn't have like a sprint speed before. She just was fast, and they nerfed how fast she was. So when they added in the Fiends being able to sprint, they excluded her from it. But I guess they see now that she does need one, because not many people really use Spider, and she's really typically only good for the kind of hit and run tactic, which doesn't work too well unless you're really camping and body blocking objectives. But that's a good change for Spider. Try her out again today. I loved playing Spider before. Adrenaline no longer provides a speed boost, but now heals for 30 HP, and it still gives you infinite stamina. I think this is good. It really let classmates rush objectives a little too often, I feel. And it also helped with running away from the Fiends. And that's probably my biggest problem with the game before this patch, at least. It was really easy to run from the Fiends if you weren't using the Strangler. Well, if the Fiend player wasn't using the Strangler, it was really easy. And it just made it kind of annoying. You basically had to camp objectives if you wanted to kill some people. And pipe bombs and proximity mines now do slightly more damage to classmates, killing them instantly if they are at ground zero. Now I'm not sure what ground zero means, but I imagine that means if you're like dead center of the little area that it shows, when it explodes, then it'll instantly kill you. I think that's a nice balance change there. A lot of survivors love to drop proximity mines and then let it just destroy the Fiend's health, but it wouldn't affect them too much. They did actually increase it at some point, but I guess they felt it wasn't enough, so if you're in that blast zone at ground zero, you'll instantly die, so be careful with those. Now, pipe bombs, I'm not too sure what ground zero is, but just don't be too close to it. They fixed a bug in the bell tower escape sequence that blocked the Fiends from spawning out. I never encountered that one, but glad they fixed that. And they fixed performance drop whenever rescue rooms are open. That is also an amazing change because it happened almost every single time. You would get some massive frame drops or just a moment where the game just kind of stutters or hiccups over itself where it's like, what happened? And you're like, come on game, I'm trying to play. And we've got optimized AI to improve frame rate and performance. I assume that is only with cryptids. Those are the only AI in the game, so that's cool. No more frame drops. Better performance is always great. And fire and explosions no longer destroy objectives. I do like that one actually. Sometimes people throw their Molotovs. Sometimes they'll throw the Molotovs wrong, and you'll have to go and get the objective back, and you'll also probably kill your team with it. It was just pretty annoying, so I like that one as well. But anyway, I'm gonna. That's pretty much it for this update on this. I will put this all over gameplay as well as some of the cosmetics and whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that's gonna be it for me today. Have a great time.
Let's see what we can do with this.
Down. Rest in peace.
Oh, this should help.
Actually, are you downstairs? Alright.
That's him! I will free you from this prison. Be ready to run. For real, I thought I was dead. Lace up. We're out of here.
That's it. Down, rip. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Got it. Can you hear me? Ah, shit. Hello? Oh, there you go. Oh, shit.
Oh shit! Ain't no coming back from that one. Look out! Trap.
Oh, my ass. Oh, shit. I fell.
Watch out! There's a trap.
I walked forward and I fell all the way down here. Yeah.
I need some pills or something. I'll use the medkit. Hey, you got the medkit? Need some help.
That gate will serve as an exit.
Oh shit. Good shot.
Fuck! Shit! It's
Yeah, I found the stuff.
too bad. Cool, just what I needed. Oh, this should help. Yeah, I like this. I'm making something. Now, let's see what we can do with this. Going fast as I can. Look out! Trap. Oh, this should help.
Oh, he put traps up there.
Just pinging on my tracker. Don't! There's a trap right ahead of you.
I think I can make something to help us. Somebody stop that.
I'm hurt pretty bad. Need some help?
Yeah, he's dead.
I'm scared of you.
Let's see.
First aid, please.
Stay the hell away from me, man. I'm serious.
Come on, walk it off. We gotta move. Shall we away?
Get to the gate.
Oh yeah, good boys.